Hi, my loves, and welcome to this message. I just want to take a moment, just really quick, because this is the first video reading channeled message that I am recording for the new year. So happy New Year's to all of you guys. Happy 2025. I did get this download actually yesterday at 5:41 p.m. But it wasn't just, it wasn't the right moment to channel it. Okay. So I always do things like as I'm guided and feel called to do, right? So anyways, mi amor, so if you're new here, welcome in, my loves. I'm not on camera today. But I usually am. I don't know, I go back and forth. Okay. So if you're new here, I do have videos where I'm fully on camera. So I'm not just like some mystery woman with hands. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a high priestess. So happy New Year to all of you beloveds. This is going to be such a powerful year for us in so many ways. But compared to what we just experienced over the last 365 days, basically in 2024, the year of the wood dragon, we're now in the year of the wood snake, but the official, wood snake year starts with the Chinese New Year. But anyways, so, we all went through like hell and back, basically. Like there was so much upheaval, so much transformation. I just saw 144. But anyways, love, so, congratulations. I actually am going to be recording a message, that really connects into that, actually, into in the very crazy yet beautiful crazy journey of ascension and awakening. Okay, so anyways, okay, so the message here, the download that I got was your gift. Okay, so this is not going to be for everyone, but whoever it is for, like, I don't know exactly what the title says, but it probably already, like, it probably connects to this, which, by the way, you guys, I felt a lot of, like, so you might be feeling this, but I felt like a lot of energy clearing and a lot of density clearing. So you might be feeling like you're like extra, like you might feel like extra like density or just like heaviness, or, just like things from 2024 or previous or past, past life stuff. You could feel it just like kind of dissipating, but it could be dredged up. So it could be kind of intense. So I do feel that. So anyway, so I wanted to take a moment before, and it looks like it's completely, it's still smoking just a little bit. But I did burn some white sage. And I do want to just very quickly do a little sound, just a really quick sound clearing with the sound frequency. And I feel very called to use this very beautiful smoky quartz. Okay, so if you're tuning in and you feel called and you want this clearing, just go ahead and take a deep breath in through the nose and then hold it for about 3 seconds. And then release through your mouth as if you're blowing out a candle, very gently, but letting everything clear, okay? And what I want you to do is as I invite you to take your awareness and to focus your awareness, your third eye, and everything that you're exhaling, and you can exhale it into this smoky quartz, okay? So I'm just gonna hold it here. You see the rainbow rays. This smoky quartz is beyond beautiful. Like, this video right now just doesn't do it justice. It's so gorgeous and it has so many rainbow rays. Okay. And so it is. All right. All right, so very quickly, I'm going to take this smoky quartz and I'm going to place it out front, and then I will cleanse it properly as soon as the reading is over. Okay, so I placed it upon the dirt, so Mother Earth is now absorbing and alchemizing all of the energies that you guys sent into the crystal. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome into this new year. Okay, mi amors. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the download is your gift. This is like something like super special. Okay, so it's not just being psychic, it's not just being clairvoyant or clairsentient, or do you know what I mean? It's beyond that. Okay, so it's your gift is seeing through illusions others can't. So you're a high dimensional, multi-dimensional seer, psychic, and oracle. Okay, so that's the message. And I just wrote it down on like this random piece of paper that, I don't know, probably has other notes. Actually, I should look. Ooh, something about, okay, so heart activations with Mother Mary. Okay, this was, okay, so the rest of it's just gibberish, but I do save everything, so I have like notebooks full. So anyways, so your gift is seeing through illusions that others cannot, okay? And this is something that you have had with you like for your whole life. So, you know, you may have been even diagnosed with like, you know, like you just were able to see so much and see through so much and see through the veil, you know, throughout your life that like, you know, you may have been criticized for that or judged for that or diagnosed with some kind of, you know, medical thing, you know what I mean? Like, I could, you know, these are just some things that are coming through. So I'm sharing this, and I'm, you know, obviously not a doctor, but like, let's just be real. Like people have been misdiagnosed when really they're just highly empathic and super intuitive, you know, especially children. So anyways, okay. So some angel numbers, which I'm going to put on my glasses real quick, because these are angel numbers that I'm being shown right now a lot. These are just like some of them. So 823 for me is, I'm thinking of you from someone else, like a soulmate, someone's thinking of you. Okay. So I've been seeing that a lot. So that could resonate, maybe a divine counterpart, or maybe it's just, you know, messages from the other side, loved ones on the other side. We are moving out of the holiday season, and we know that that's a very nostalgic time, especially when you have loved ones in spirit. And I actually just happened to look over and I see 823. Okay. Then I'm seeing 123 a lot, you know, and the 123 for me is just like things moving in order. But it's like things are like flowing and moving like as they should. Okay. Like things are lining up in like a more soul path, destined kind of way. Okay. 369, which we all know the 369 and how powerful that is, right? When it comes to the law of attraction and manifestation, etc. So I'm seeing a lot of that. And so for me personally, but you know, I'm a reflection, I'm a mirror, but I also can discern when like, it's like, hey, this is something you got to share with the collective, or no, this is just for you, right? But this is something I wanted to share with you guys. In fact, I pulled out an angel number book. This is not like the end all be all of what these mean. So just keep that in mind. You have to take it with a grain of salt. But this is from a mystic, and she channeled out with her angel numbers and the meanings. Okay, so it's her interpretation, her channeling, right? From her angels. So I'm in the 100s. So first I'm going to look up the 1, 2, 3 stepping stones. Exactly. Look, it's on page 59, but look. Okay, stepping stones. I just heard you have arrived, okay? And we all know that we just like closed out like a massive, so many of us, like we just like close out some huge cycle, right? Some people are in the flow with it, okay? And they've surrendered and they're in the flow. That's who I'm talking to, myself included. And then some people are still in that resistance. They're still trying to hold on to the old things that are in the old timelines, old paradigm, old cycle. Okay, so there's a lot of resistance there. So, you know, and maybe for some of you guys, you're finding yourself still holding on, or you know, there's resistance there, which I am getting messages and kind of about that. So just, you know, don't judge yourself over it, that just take it as another confirmation of, okay, this is something I have to shift. This is something I have to release, you know? Okay, so it says you are on your way. Okay, so you are on your way, hunties. You are on a distinct path and well on your way to your goals. Little things matter. Pay attention to the details, like the signs especially, as each choice that you make presents a small part of the big picture. Visualize a path in front of you leading you to your heart's desire. Okay, mi amors, powerful, powerful, powerful manifestation message with this one. Okay, so keep your eye on the prize. Okay, like it says, you are on your way. Okay, so it's here, stepping stones. Okay, it has taken a long time to get to this point, but you guys are here. Okay, and you're going to be using these gifts in this. I keep hearing this next round, like it's like a wrestling match or something, like round 1, round 2, right? I guess it kind of is in that way. You know, we've been wrestling with it. We've been wrestling with our past, We've been wrestling with, you know, our awakening. We've been grappling with our own, you know, inner demons and shadow, and, you know, just like all the things, right? So I guess it is like a wrestling match in that sense, right? So you are well on your way. Okay, so let's look up 823. Let's see what her channeling is, her channeled interpretation. Oh, perfect. I opened it right up. Demonstrate love. 823 is demonstrate love. You are needed. There is a person in your life who needs your unconditional love. Yeah, this is absolutely romantic, but this could also be like a parent-child or a family member or a friend, okay? Or maybe your, you know, your soul path and your soul work and your soul mission, being the multidimensional high-level seer that you are, okay? These gifts are not just to, you know, like brag about or post about. Like, if anything, having these high-level types of oracular gifts, it can feel very heavy and disheartening. And you know, we see everything, not just the good. You know, we see the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay, we see, like, it's crazy, like how much I can see when I just like am face to face with a total stranger, or I walk by someone, or do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm getting like chills. So, you know, criminals and, you know, predators and, you know, people that are just very, 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 you know, they're very disconnected from their true soul, heart, and empathy and compassion. It's very dark, but these are people that if you just looked at, or you were standing in line at the grocery store, normal people without this x-ray vision per se, this like Avengers type vision, x-ray vision, right? Like the X-Men, right? Like we're like the X-Men, right? It's just another Joe Schmo. Like you would never think, okay? So this is what I mean. It's like, it takes its toll for real. But you have, on a soul level, like you've mastered so much on a soul level. That's why you're here, because you have the absolute divine strength and capability to harness these type of gifts and to be able to not let them destroy you or take you over, or, do you know what I mean? Because it could be you could very easily go into a dark space, okay? Or get lost in the ethers type stuff. Okay, so anyways, so demonstrate love, which is who I'm talking to. You are here to demonstrate love. Your essence, your existence is that. It is a literal reflection and demonstration of love. Okay, people can see that within you. There is a person in your life who needs your unconditional love. Your angels urge you to give it to them. Reach out in some way and be prepared to listen, support, and hold space for them today. So I don't know, this could be a multitude of different people that you are connected to. But I definitely feel romantic energy there, you guys, for real. Especially in this new year, 2025. Like, it is crazy, especially, I would say like the first, like, within like the first, like, 4 months or so, but especially for certain for so many, like the first quarter, first half of this year, like, you are falling in love, you are coming into union, okay? So anyways, okay, so this isn't a love message, so I don't want to, okay, so I'm not gonna, okay, so 717, 666, and 999. Now the 717 is also connected to twin flame energy. So if you are seeing a lot of that and you are, you know, you resonate as a twin soul, then that is absolutely the universe speaking to you about your twin soul. And they are also speaking to you, okay, very loudly. All right, so let's see what she says about that. And then I'm going to pull some cards, you guys, I promise. Hold on. If you guys are new here, welcome in, my loves, okay? You guys know how I roll, okay? Like, I trust my gifts above everything, and everything, like, this is like gold, okay, for me. And the cards are amazing, and I love them to death. But they're just mediums. They're just going to back up, or maybe not sometimes, right? But they're just going to confirm or not confirm. But anyways, 717. But y'all know, most of the time they definitely confirm. Fortune smiles. Okay, so this is like fortune smiling down upon you, 717. Fortune smiles. Take your prize. Yes, indeed, my loves. A gift from your angels is being sent your way, so prepare to accept it. Wow. Fortune comes by way of good friendship, kind words, and opportunities that serve your highest self. See them for what they are and bask in gratitude. Say a prayer today to your angels, thanking them in advance for the blessings that they send to you. Wow, you guys. Like, do you guys see the theme? With every single message that I've looked up so far, there's this common theme of good fortune, it's on its way, stepping stones, arrival, take your prize, fortune smiles upon you. Like, this is beautiful. The angels are gifting you with something. Get ready to receive. Okay, so that's why this is so important, you guys. Okay, so do I have 666 already marked? No, but it's basically right here on the next page. So 666, personal responsibility. It's time to reflect. Yeah. And this is a big one, my loves. Okay. So because, and we're going to dive into this message about your gifts right now, like deeper into that, but this all ties together. Okay. Because being able to see on such a high level and to see through things, not only are you seeing through the illusion, through the veil of like the 3D, the matrix, what's in front of you, through people, through their, you know, you can look into people's eyes and you can literally see the energy of the soul, or what's around it, or what's latched onto it. Okay, so basically, like, you can very easily see and sense that darkness or infiltration, or like, this is someone who's there's a puppeteer somewhere out there, you know, using this poor person as a puppet. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can tell these things. You know when someone says something, when they're full of shit, you can tell, like, you can tell, okay? What I'm specifically getting right now is like, this message here, 666, it's time to reflect. You might be getting a lot of reflective moments in life, like you're looking back, oh shit, like you're seeing and you're reflecting and you're remembering, or like connecting dots on how many freaking times your guides, your angels, but more than anything, your higher self saved you, okay, from sticky situations, from shady people. You know, like for me personally, like I've had, and it's just like a one little thing, but you know, I've had like 3 different, relationships or situations with people that I've been with or serious with, where I just got a very profound message that they were cheating, or that they were like, that they had been messaging with someone, or that they were cheating, and it would just come through like bam, just like that, right? And so I would confront them, and then of course they were guilty as all hell, right? So, and that's just one little example, and I know a lot of you guys will resonate with that too. Like, it just hit me, like, and I just knew, I just saw it, like, like it was happening, like I saw it happening, you know what I mean? And there was no way around it. Like I didn't care what they said, but of course they lied and they tried to make me like, you're crazy and like all these things, right? I know so many of us empaths, so many of us high level seers, especially, like we've had so many situations like this, right? People just don't understand, they don't get it, right? Or something feels off, or you're like, no, I don't feel like we should go there today. No, I don't feel like we should take this trip. No, I don't feel like we should drive on the freeway. No, you know, whatever it is, right? Okay. You've saved yourself, but you've also saved a lot of people, and you've single-handedly like balanced, or were like the pin, like the climactic point of someone's karma, or something really big that was like karmically needing to be balanced, or something like that. Okay, so 666, this number can have very negative connotations to some, like, you know how like the patriarchal rule in the church, they've made 666 some kind of devil number, demonic number, and it's not whatsoever. It's actually a very, very magical, auspicious, beautiful number. But from your angels, it's actually a powerful reminder to stop focusing on the material world so much. This is a strong message from your guardians to take personal responsibility in your own life and ask yourself in all areas, what do I need to do differently? So basically, if you're seeing the 666, it's like, you know, your angels are saying to you in that moment, like, be real with yourself, be for real, you know, and ask yourself, like, what do I need to do differently? Or, you know, what am I tired of? Like, a lot of people are seeing right now, like, speaking of like, you know, vision, they're seeing through their own like everyday, just like mundane patterns, and, you know, ways that their patterns are holding them back. So it's basically like patterns that need to be broken on these certain levels, right? Whether it's your diet or exercise, or the amount of screen time on your phone, or dedicating more time out in nature, meditation, breath work, whatever it is. It's probably like a culmination of all the things for most of us, right? Because it's like we've elevated like to higher level frequencies, like we are vibrating, right? So we have to, right, as above, so below. So if our body houses our soul, then our body, our physical vessel, it needs to be high vibrational. I just saw 2222, 2222. Okay, so let's go ahead and start, mi amores, with a message from the goddesses. Okay, so the High Priestess is obviously officially risen here upon Earth. The High Priest Kings are absolutely awakening. Speaking of the High Priestesses, Isis, and then we have the Cosmic Egg. This feels relevant, as does Isis. The Divine Feminine, yeah, like I'm talking about the Divine Feminine. The High Priestess has risen upon her throne. So it's so solid, it's so solidified, it's so like as a matter of fact at this point upon Earth, that like people who aren't even awoken, they are like tuning in and picking up on things and seeing these things, and like, you know, they may not resonate with it, but on some level, on a soul level, it feels right. You know what I mean? So we're going to start witnessing more and more alignment in this way too, which is awesome. The Divine Feminine, the Cosmic Egg, yeah. So the Divine Feminine women out there, I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. This is Divine Feminine energy within all of us, of course, right? But specifically the Cosmic Egg, it speaks of like the Divine Feminine, like women, as far as like being like the vessel between God's source and Earth. Like we literally birth souls into physical form through our body, right? So it's honoring that. There's going to be a lot of, and then of course, like, right, we know like the sperm and the egg, right? So it's fertility. It's like, there's so much behind the Cosmic Egg and what it represents. Okay. So I'm going to take Isis too. Okay. So Goddess Isis is a phenomenal, she's like a High Priestess goddess who is super connected to the sacred sexuality, sacred sensuality, kundalini, your sacred sexual magic, sex magic. She is her Isis temples. They were, you know, mystery schools. It taught it was tantric practices and, you know, channeling, harnessing, cultivating energy and power, etc., through, you know, orgasmic states, through breath, through tantra, through all kinds of, just all the things, right? So she here is, for me, representation of going into 2025. And it's funny because we're actually 25 minutes in, that this is, and she's a high level oracle. I mean, she's like all the things, right? But she's super connected to earth magic, you know, that kind of stuff. And like I said, the sacred art of sex magic, okay? It is the return. So there's going to be a lot of crystalline starseed children. They're going to be seeded through the woman, through the feminine vessel this year. I said this just recently in one of my downloaded messages. I can't remember what reading it was. Maybe it was a live, I don't know. But I saw, and we know this already, obviously, but because of the divine kingdom spouses, new earth spouses, like whatever you want to call it, soulmates coming together, divine soulmate counterparts, because of the amount of them that are coming into union this year and at this time, it's basically like the baby boom, like back after, what was it, World War II. And, you know, this is not a coincidence that this is like kind of reflecting or mirroring that timeline. Okay, so just FYI, but after everyone came home, right, from like all the military men came back home, right, after it was over, there was the baby boom, right? So a lot of like parents, grandparents, you know, that were born in that time, you know, they're baby boomers, right? So this is like the same thing, but it's like crystalline. It's like the crystalline, divine, sovereign baby boom, okay? And the woman, divine feminine, is the vessel for it. So anyways, so for some of you guys, you're going to start, so if you're like, you know, if that resonates with you and, you know, it's like basically like birthing a completely enlightened child. These crystalline, rainbow magenta children that are going to be birthed and that are already actually being birthed, but that are incoming, through divine unions. Because of your high level gifts and because of how much you are in tune with the higher dimensions, but also not only the higher dimensions, but you're, I don't know how to explain it. If this is for you, you'll know, but I'm like, because I'm like this myself, where we're like timeline seers. So we don't just see like this timeline and what's going on in this timeline. So like in this particular timeline, I can see past, present, future. Okay. That's like when people come for psychic readings, I can tune in, right, to future, past, but it's all happening all at once, but it's for this timeline per se, right? But at the same time, I can also, if I'm connecting with someone, and this is how it gets like crazy, I can also see in other timelines that aren't connected to this. So it could be like you living out like another life, like on a completely different timeline that I see as well. And then on that timeline, I can see past, present, future, or whatever, okay? So it gets really like intricate, like woven like with timelines like that. But that's what I mean. You are not like the normal kind of seer. And for some of you guys, you're just waking up to these very intricate, very in-depth, oracular, psychic gifts, okay? And again, it's really hard to put into words, but like if this is you or you feel resonant with this, then you will know. Or if you know this is a part of your high level interdimensional, you know, gifts or whatever, like you'll feel it, right? Okay. And these are gifts for the greater good, right? So we use it in one way or the next to help people. You know, it's not to tell people what to do. It is not to disturb people's free will. It is not for manipulation. It is not for greed. People, like the stupidest stuff that like, you know, people ask is like, oh, if you were really psychic, you know, why wouldn't you, you know, take it, you know, see, you know, guess all the numbers and win the lottery for yourself. I'm like, And that's exactly why, like, and you can see in this moment, that's exactly why those types of people don't harness these types of high level gifts, because see the kinds of stuff that they would do with it. Exactly. So anyways, and that's the thing, because that right there is for selfish, self-driven. I mean, that's like dark magic, you know, that's like people that use their gifts for the darker stuff, you know, for greed and for self-serving reasons, and it's not for the highest and greatest good of themselves and all. So anyways, okay. So I love that we started out with this. I know that we're like already 30 minutes in, but this is really powerful. So 2025, bam, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. See, sexual energy is sacred. So this is about reconnecting to your body, reconnecting to your sensuality, your sacred sexuality, your kundalini, your fiery breath, the dragon breath within, your dragon essence. You know, it's very much like that kind of energy. But it's also letting you know how sexual energy is sacred, and it truly is. Our energy is sacred in general, but sacred, but your sexual energy, I mean, that is literally like harnessing that with intention, etc., is the most profound, powerful tool and way of, on a quantum level, for healing, for manifesting, for all kinds of stuff, right? My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So at this time, your sexual senses are coming back online in a really big way. You could be feeling more sexually aroused or just sexually connected. You could be feeling just sexier. Like if you're like a woman, you know, you might be like feeling like you want to dress different or show your, you know, your décolleté and your shoulders, or, you know, maybe you're wearing your hair differently, or you feel sexy with your hair up in a bun. Maybe you're doing that. It could be like literally like anything, but it's just like, it's like embracing and like literally like embodying that, you know what I mean? Same thing with men. And the cosmic egg is the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever expanding love. And right now, the divine feminine, the sacred feminine, the priestess, that is how she is being portrayed, right? So, but it's also like, you're like this, like I said, it's like you're superhuman. You're like, you're otherworldly, you're magical, you're mysterious, right? Man or woman, doesn't matter. And that is how people see you, connect to you, portray you. They don't understand it, but they're drawn to it. But also at the same time, people, they know, they feel like, and that's why so many people get triggered by people with these gifts like yourself, because it's like you can see right through them. Like I said, it's literally like X-ray vision, not X-ray vision like stupid, like, oh, you can see them naked, or, you know, like nothing like that. It's, you guys, for who this is for, you're a high level seer, and you're beyond anything like that stupid, like making jokes like that. Like, you're so evolved, you know what I mean? But I know that there's people out there that feel the urge to, and look at, randomly at the bottom of the deck is the black egg. There's something so symbolic about the energy of the cosmic egg, the egg. And this is like, for me, like dinosaur, or a dinosaur. Oh, I said dinosaur. Dragon eggs. Okay, so dragon eggs, maybe dragon eggs are relevant, or maybe you're like having visions of dragons, or with dragon eggs, or a dream or something about dragon eggs. Okay, like everything means something, right? So I feel I want to get a spirit animal message here, like just to see like what spirit animals are around you guys as we move into this new year. I'm just so excited for this new year, you guys. Like, I just don't care. I don't want to say I don't care about the New Year's, but I just, for me, it really is like another day, but I know, but I do acknowledge it, you know, but not this year. This year, I literally am so excited. I feel the difference. I feel the magic. I feel all of this around me. My little boy, my spirit baby, he's like, he's been not, I know he's always with me, but he's not been like super active like around me, probably for, I don't even know, like a year or maybe even longer. I don't know. If you guys have been with me for a while, you've definitely heard me share about and talk about my spirit baby, but he's back. Like he just came back like full force basically over the last, like I'd say like maybe 4 or 5 weeks, but very strongly over the past like 3 weeks. Okay, I don't want to take that. Yeah, see, he's like circling, and this is divine masculine energy. The hawk, spirit animal. I know for a lot of you guys, the hawk is very special because it represents like loved ones on the other side. So when you see a hawk, you think of someone, it connects you to someone. And you're absolutely, of course, yes, 1000% yes. For a lot of you guys specifically, it's like a masculine, either like a father, a grandfather, a brother, maybe a best friend, something like that. Okay, so what do we have for them, spirit animals? The firefly, look at this. Look at this yellow. It's just like, and then you literally have the goddess of magic. The firefly represents magic. It's illumination, the illuminated path, basically your soul path. So right now, spirit is like lighting the way, but this also speaks of your vision of being a high, because this is like super connected to spirit and like the higher dimensions, you know, the energy of it. So it's basically like, for me, it's representation of your gifts and your light. It's like, that's your frequency. That's what you emanate. That's what people see, see you as. Okay. It's also air element. Bottom of the deck, you make people scatter, like you trigger, you make people scatter, but it's like, but this is like what you've been dealing with. It's just been like chaos, and like, it just felt like, I don't know, like you can't breathe. It's just been crazy. Like that's like, but you stayed like true to your light. You stayed on the illuminated path, even through all of the darkness. And you also emanated this out to others. Okay. Your light it's like cockroaches when, it's like they scatter, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's something about like little, like house invaders, like ants and cockroaches and mice and rats, and you know what I mean? Like little like nuisances, like little, do you know what I mean? There's something about that, okay? But you are the lion, okay, and the lamb at the same time. You're gentle yet fierce. Okay, and there's your like, you're just so unique. You're, if you're a woman, you're gorgeous. You're viewed as very attractive, very beautiful. Same thing with men. But look at the third eye. I mean, you're so divinely gorgeous and unique, and you know what I mean? Okay, just like Isis, Mother Isa. She's lion and lamb, you know what I mean? Gentle, loving, kind, nurturing, but fierce AF, That's the divine feminine. That's why the divine feminines are such powerful leaders. You know what I mean? Okay. See, you can see, look at you guys, look at this. You can see with your third eye through the illusion of the foxes, of the deceivers, of the tricksters. Okay, the fox has that vibe like the coyote. There's different meanings, but it's like the trickster. Okay, so you have some foxes around you, but you've always been able to see right through it, especially right now. Right now, what you can see through the shadows and through the illusion is like crazy. You know what I'm getting for some of you guys? That's a part of your gifts. Yeah, see, you can see through the darkness like the owl. Okay? Like the owl is a nighttime predator, bird predator. But we know that the owl is majestic. We know that the owl is like all seeing. Okay. It's very wise energy as well. Okay. All right. You can see through this. This is crazy. Wow. Okay. And there's something very powerful about nighttime. Maybe you feel like your gifts are stronger at night, or like with the moon energy. I don't know. Okay. The nightingale. Oh, you know what I'm hearing is your gifts arrive at night. The nightingale, a beautiful song. For some of you guys, this is about your voice and your sacred sound. There's been a lot of that energy coming through. It's very like Aphrodite, very Venus, Venusian, very Empress as well. But there's just something about, like I'm getting like Hathor, Goddess Lakshmi. But there's something about like, because when we ascend and like when we go into higher frequencies and like we ascend, it's like everything ascends, our body ascends. That's why we start feeling the need to like drink more water and eat healthier. And we feel called to ground our energy and breathe and earth, because we're grounding our vessel. we're cleansing our vessel, we're purifying, you know what I mean? So everything ascends, right? So a lot of you guys, your vocal cords, okay, your vocal cords, the frequencies, the tones, they're changing, okay? So maybe you're noticing that when you like sing to a song, or you're singing along to a song or whatever, like, or anything like that, right? Like maybe your voice is sounding different. You guys, trust me, that's a thing. Your voice also changes the more density you clear and the more trauma you clear. I don't know what, I don't know the logistics. It just does. You can hear it in your voice, the healing work that you've done, you know. People that have done an extreme amount of healing, you can hear it within them. They're more soft-spoken. They speak very calmly, you know. And it also depends on our personality too, you know. But even for me, like I have a lot of healing to go, of course, right? Like we all do. But I also just, this is how I've always been, my personality. I talk with my hands, and I'm very like, charismatic, and you know, I don't know. So anyways, you're meant to sing. Okay, it's a part of your gifts, okay? But what I'm getting here, and the message that I got, and this won't be for everyone, but for some of you guys, you're gonna be using these gifts, these high level, you know, gifts of seeing and being an oracle, etc. Because you're getting like, for some of you guys, it's going to be like, it's your healing work. Okay. So you'll be working with like people one-on-one, where you can maybe do past life regression work, or you can go in and, you know, in the quantum, you can see the timelines, maybe certain moments, traumas, experiences. Like that's something that that just came through for me. So like in my intuitive energetic healing sessions, that is something that if I'm called to do it with that client, or if that's something the client is feeling called to do or whatever, then that's something that I will assist with, you know. But my healing sessions are intuitive, so I tune in and wherever I'm guided, whatever that person needs, etc. But anyways, okay, you're going to be using your voice for the higher good. So it's like you're taking your lion and lamb, you're taking your high level, high priest, high priestess energy, and you're going to be speaking to thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people. Okay, this ties into an energy message that keeps kind of flooding in and out of my messages over the past couple months, or several months, and it's like spiritual fame, it's spiritual celebrity. And I say that in the most humble and, you know, with the most humility, you know what I mean? It's not about, because you're someone, your soul being the lion and the lamb, the firefly, the zebra, the owl. I mean, you're someone who was made for this. Like you're someone who came here for this. Whether it be through writing, through music, sound healing, song, you know, I'm actually going to be, speaking of song and sound, I started learning how to play the guitar like years and years ago. But it's just something that is, speaking of like reflecting and like what we can change in our everyday, I'm ready to expand in ways like, you know, creating my tarot and oracle decks, and, you know, finally doing that, and then just expanding in my business and my work, but also within my art and within my sound and things that I feel called to do in my heart, right? So I've always wanted to really master the guitar, the acoustic guitar. So I'm going to be purchasing an acoustic guitar, and I'm going to be teaching myself the guitar. My nephew, he's actually taught himself how to play the guitar. He actually has my brother's electric guitar, my youngest brother who passed over. He has his uncle's electric guitar, and that's what he plays on, and he's phenomenal, and he's so freaking handsome, you guys, and he's got the name for it. Like, I'm telling you, that kid is gonna be famous. Like, I'm not even just saying that because he's my nephew. Like, he's so special, and he is amazing on the guitar. Like, just for how long he's been playing, like, he's so gifted. So anyways, Titi Auntie is going to be learning the guitar. So I will be playing and I will be incorporating it, but I am going to be starting my second channel too. So see, there's so many things that this new year is like, has cultivated, and it's just like, we are just like feeling the magic, we're feeling the light, right? But you guys are, you're seeing through so much. And what I'm seeing, and I saw 44, 44, you know, and that, again, it's just like, it just comes with the territory of being a high level seer in these ways, you know. But this year, what I want to say is that you are going to be, the things that are coming in right now, and the things that, you know, and it's not to say this year is going to be some just like rainbows and butterflies. Literally, look, as I say that, butterflies. The Six of Cups. Past life soulmates coming together. You're moving to calmer waters here. You know, you're taking all of the lessons of 2024 with you. But let's look at the High Priestess. See, the energy is hot. Man or woman. It's what you're embodying. You know what I mean? You're tuning in. You're connecting to, like I said, so many different timelines. You're seeing different timelines. I'm telling you, it's crazy, you guys. Like, you know, I have to throw up basically like energetic shields, blockages, and I have to like be conscious about like shutting down my channels as much as I can. You know what I mean? Like here and there, but I mean, truth be told, like they're never going to be shut down completely, right? So it's a lot. And it's not for the faint of heart. That's why you literally have the lion and the lamb, because it's like you are purity and you're a kindred spirit, and you come with just like this pure essence of love. And you know, and the way that you see things, you see it from that higher, pure, soulful perspective. That's why so many of you guys, it's really hard for you to like just function and just go out and about in society and be around people and so much energy and things like that, because because you see through so much, you feel through so much, you know what I mean? But like I said earlier, you see from such a high perspective that it can be difficult for the darkness that you see or tune into, or you know what I mean, see in others, okay, like even right, total strangers, etc., and not let it weigh you down and not let it like change you. You know what I mean? Okay, look at the lion energy, Leo energy showing up again. There it is. I'm hearing the sacred heart. You are the sacred heart. You carry a very divine sacred heart. Okay, so you know, it's not like the universe is out there like playing favorites. Okay, like it's just, it's because you're such a fucking ancient, powerful, evolved soul. Like, okay, and so you really do come from a place of true empathy and divine love, and you know what I mean? And that's why you have these gifts, you know, but also because of all of your lifetimes and experiences. But anyways, there's something here about past life soulmates coming together, okay? But this is about past life healing as well, okay? Just you did a shit ton of past life regression work this year, whether you realize it or not. You were forced, okay, to see the past again. For so many of you guys, you're tuning into the people around you, whether it's family, friends. You don't even mean to, but sometimes you just can't help it. But you're seeing a lot through the, you know, through the shadows or through the illusion of, you know, people around you that you've never seen before, maybe, you know, or things are happening where it's just like, oh my God, I was right, I knew it, you know, things like that as well. Page of Cups. This is just new loving experiences. New loving experiences. Look at that. We have the dragonflies. This is definitely like stronger foundations, divine union, family, marriage, engagement. Okay, all the things, you guys, like this is what you've manifested. Okay, but as the powerful magician, you know, whether you're priestess, high priest, magician, you know, witch, whatever you want to say, right? You're super powerful, okay? So right in this moment, Spirit is reminding you of that, and they're like giving you guys confirmation, because I'm telling you, for who this is for, like you've always had these high level gifts of like seeing, but the way that it came through, it feels like there was like an accelerated like ascension with your gifts. Like there, like something activated and just was like, bam. Okay, so that's gonna be a thing for a lot of you guys, where you're just seeing everything. Like you might even literally feel like you're on drugs sometimes. Like you know, like hallucinogens or things like that. And take it from me, like I feel you 100%, because sometimes I see so much, it feels crazy. Like it feels crazy. So, and that's how it is when, like this says, it says, your gift is seeing through illusions that others can't. So even from a very young age, you were always able to see through the illusions that your parents couldn't see, your own friends couldn't see, you know, teachers couldn't see, people just couldn't see, right? Okay, and I get it, you guys, you've probably felt a lot of frustration at times around that. Like, how can they not freaking see that, you know? But they couldn't. Different radio frequencies, different radio stations, you know what I mean? So your gift is seeing through the illusions that others can't. You are a high dimensional, multi-dimensional seer, psychic, and oracle, right? So anyways, loves, so how do I want to end this? I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna end with, I want to get an archetype card here. So I love you guys so much. We're going to be doing our 111 portal this next Saturday on January 11th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm going to make a post about that, because I was going to do it before that, but then like Spirit was like, no, like do it on the 11th. So we do it on 111. So it's going to be, I don't even know at this point, like our 14th Quantum Healing and Activation Workshop. If you know, you know, if you guys have been to previous ones, you guys know they are freaking so incredible, so powerful, so magical. And this one is going to be, we're going to be going back and revisiting Avalon. So if you guys even resonate with like Avalon, Morgan Le Fay, the Arthurian era, King Arthur, you know, Merlin, you know, Lady of the Lake, there's like so much, right? Guinevere, Morgane, right? So this is specific that we're going to be working with the priestesses, and this is going to be activating our gifts. Okay, so man or woman, this is for all of us, because Merlin's going to be there too. So we're activating the gifts. It's all the same. It's just, it's your healing gifts, your gifts of, you know, of seeing, things like that, right? So things that are ready to come online, helping to activate things, helping you to tune in, connect with them, and also setting the intention and focus around maybe subconscious blockages that are maybe still lingering or still hindering some of your gifts, or blocking some of that, you know what I mean? But it's literally like a high priestess magician activation circle. Okay, so it's going to be, that is the intention. That is what Morgan Le Fay and the other priestesses are going to be doing. So and then of course, as always, there's going to be other energies there holding space, the fairies, the dragons, Isis is always there with me, etc. and so on. Okay, so it's gonna be friggin' awesome, you guys. If you guys went with this one was centered around Merlin, but I think we did it for the 1/1 portal last year, actually, which is kind of funny. Okay, yeah, it was, because look, I just had a brainstorm moment. Look, it's confirming for me. Yeah, so I think that was, yeah, it had to have been, yeah. Anyways, that one was freaking amazing. If you guys astral traveled with us in that one was so cool. But yes, that is what we're doing. On 111. Tickets are $44 USD. And it is held over Zoom. It is recorded because it's on a quantum level, and the work that we do is all on the quantum. Whether you make it to the live or you watch the recording, it's all the same. Whenever you tune in, you're there in real time with us. Yeah, and so those of you guys, like, anyways, if you're interested or you feel called to this, you can email me right away. All of my email and my reading options and my spiritual services and healing options and Akashic readings, everything is down in the description box below. Just send me an email, you know, with the subject title 111 portal, and that you're interested to purchase your ticket, and we will get you set up. Okay, but I will be posting about it probably tomorrow. But anyways, the storm, look at this sudden change, you guys. But no, this is what I meant about your gifts. So I swear to you guys, like for some of you guys just over the last maybe like 6 months, but I think for a lot of you guys over the last like several months, maybe even just over the last several weeks, you have had some massive activations come online when it comes to your gifts. So you might be having a hard time grounding your gifts right now, which is why everything came through. But this is your high level gifts of seeing, prophecy, you know, and so how you're meant to use these gifts and help, you know, the collective, I don't know. It's going to be unique to all of you guys, but absolutely. This is also about your life suddenly changing, because this is archetype energy. So it's like the archetype of your life right now, the energies, archetype energies of your life and incoming. The storm, your life is suddenly changing. It's not a bad storm. Look at this, the offering. I told you, it's a good storm. It's beautiful. Okay, so this is love. Okay, look at that. It's the one. The one. I heard the one that got away. The one. Yeah, it's your kingdom spouse. So these are the archetype energies. So the one is like all around you. The offering from the one is all around you. But this is also offerings that change your life in really big ways. Like, you know, just unexpected, huge ways, right? What Spirit wants to say to you in this moment, look, as I stop shuffling, it's the medallion. It's like Ace of Pentacles type energy for me, but it's just like, it's huge. The offering, this is like what I'm talking about. The Magician, it's just like, again, what did I say? It's well-deserved. Now I forgot what I was going to say a moment ago. So what Spirit was, thank you, Spirit. So what Spirit was wanting to say to you, and I'm going to end this right now, is we know how difficult it is. Like your ancestors, your angels, mostly your ancestors and ascended masters and like loved ones on the other side, but like they know what it's like to carry these gifts of your lineage, your bloodline. But for some of you guys, it's not even that. It's just they're honoring just the fact that like you're carrying these gifts and harnessing these gifts, and they're honoring you because they know how hard it is to carry this around with you daily, to tune in the way you tune in, to see the things you see, and to constantly have to be transmuting that stuff out so it doesn't, like I said, take you over with darkness. Because absolutely, if we're not doing that, it will. It absolutely will. You know what I mean? So they're honoring that. And like basically saying like all the good you'll do. And I'm telling you, you guys, there is something so profound about like world renowned, being known globally for your vision, for your sight. Things you see are so freaking detailed, on point, like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like you help, but it's like you're helping. See, powerful angel upon earth, bringing good, happily ever afters for humanity. You bring healing, you help souls, you bring, you know, all the things. Okay, but this is about your happily ever after. Your angels, like I just said, Spirit is telling you all the good that you put out, the good you do, like it's coming back to you in the form of material wealth, money, stability. It's good karma, okay? Like we know that your gifts can feel like a hindrance and a curse. Seeing so many of the deceivers and the tricksters, notice the fox again, okay? But it's not. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, okay? So I love you guys so much. Happy freaking New Year. My beautiful priestesses and divine feminines and high priests and magicians. Okay, like it's an honor to be on this crazy journey with you guys. I know this was an hour long, but shoot, this is a bomb ass message. So if you guys are still here, okay, it's absolutely meant for you. You are so unique. You are, okay, like, and look at that third eye, okay? You're powerful. Okay, I'm getting like small but mighty. So you might be someone like me where you're really petite or small, or maybe you're just like your presence doesn't like give off this really charismatic rah in your face. It's like you're more like to yourself, or like, you know, not shy, but you know, but I don't know, that's what I'm trying to get. It's like small but mighty. So anyways, I love you guys. Happy New Year. Thank you again for all of your loving support. Comment down below. Where's the things? Comment down below to claim this, you guys. Comment down below with the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, because that one was like, it was like the arrival and like your angels blessing you as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, or anything you feel called to. All right, namaste.